Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Black Ops 1 Zombies Reimagined video. And yeah, I haven't made a video in a few weeks, but that doesn't mean that I have not been working hard on this mod, so we're gonna go over quite a few changes today. As first, you can already tell there's three big differences on the HUD already. If you can't point them out, we'll be going over them. The first one is that the combat knife is now an action slot weapon, which means it's just like the claymores or the hacker PES on Moon or an attachment on a weapon, which means you always have it now. Before, you were only able to have your combat knife if you had no other weapon. It was basically just your placeholder weapon for having no weapon, but now it has its own weapon slot, so you have it no matter what. And it also gives you a 10% move speed increase, which is the same as the ballistic knife and the dual wield CZs and a couple other weapons, which those are considered speed weapons by the high round community. So basically now you always have a speed weapon on you on any map. The only thing is that it's not an actual weapon. You have to have your knife in your hand to be considered a speed weapon. So if you still want a weapon in your hands, then you can always go for the ballistic knife or the dual wield CZs or the Spectre or any submachine gun type weapon. So yeah, and then the second big thing we have is that I added the zones on the map onto the HUD. Each zone has its own name and updates as soon as you walk into the zone. So now you know exactly which zone you're in when you're standing somewhere. So this way you'll be able to figure out right where a zone cuts off. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. I've went ahead and given each name, or each zone its own name. So the names are subject to change. Some of them I haven't been able to think of good names. So if you see me going through maps and you see a zone name and you think you know a better name for the zone, please tell me, because it was hard coming up with names for every single zone. But yeah, as you can tell, we have the rear lobby right here, which I might rename, I don't know if I like that. And then you have the lobby right here. And if anyone's played No Novas, you know you can be in this zone, which I feel most people think is only on like this half of the rear lobby zone, but no, it's actually this whole area right here for No Novas. You can even be up to right here, and you won't activate No Novas. So yeah, and you can also hit the box from up here, which I feel like most people know about nowadays, but you just can't touch it completely. Oh wait, actually, it seems like you can right now, but from my experience, I thought you can touch the box completely. You just had to go until you could press the trigger, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. And then the third thing you guys can see on the HUD is that the round timer is no longer red, and both the time and the round time show a label next to them, just like the zombies remaining. Now it says time and round time. Before, it just showed the actual timer, it didn't say what they were. Some people were getting confused like which timer was which, so I gave them both a name. And also, if we end the round here, we'll see we'll get a total time show up, and the total time is just the snapshot of the top timer, the one that just says time, which just means that that was your actual time for completing the round. So let's say you're doing a round 50 speed run, whatever your total time shows at the end of round 49 would be your round 50 time. So yeah, and then you also have the round time, which updates each round, resets, and then the regular timer, which keeps going in. These timers don't crash the game. A lot of people have tried adding timers into the game and it ends up crashing in high rounds. It's already been tested, it doesn't crash. I'm gonna keep testing it to make sure that we don't get any crashes, but so far there haven't been any crashes with any of the timer or the zombies remaining HUD elements, so we're all good there.